Alright guys, aquí llegando en Chaotix. Vamos para adentro a ver qué rollo.
Vamos a ver qué salimos. ¿Por qué salimos?
Neta, güey. What's up right here? Okay, you What's up? Time for on lunch.
Somewhere where they're safe. Like over there towards the back?
Yeah, I think so.
What did you bring? Or we could put them in here maybe?
No, si no está que llegue, güey. That way, you know. So now I would put him like over there, but I don't know if he's gonna want to.
Or lean them on the wall back there? Or not?
Alright guys, so we brought the rims today. We brought the rims today porque van a pensar a trabajarlo de enfrente. Check it out, they already took it apart. A ver el process, that's our Fender, the wheels. El compa ya, el primo Luis, Christian, Carlos. But check it out, they're taking this apart pretty much. Vamos a ver qué me dicen ahorita about the front. You brought the box, the...
Oh yeah.
Otra.
Should I get it right now or?
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Check out the back, bro. I got the links powder coated. I got them it's called brown, gold brown. I got those links powder coated. The bags, the tank, the compressors, the wheels. Ahorita que llegue, a ver que nos explique poquito de la troca, so you guys can know what's gonna happen. Stay tuned for the OBS pretty much, guys. So we're bagging the whole truck. Si no sabían, pues ya saben. And stay tuned on that YouTube, you know, so pretty much to keep up what's going on with the builds. And thank you guys pretty much for, you know, watching, subscribing, like, comment, share. Ahí estamos, guys.
Alright guys, so we're out here already. We got the Lego right here. She's looking a little rough, huh, Pri?
No sabemos ni lo que estamos viendo, pero ahí estamos de
Ahí
bobos.
estamos nomás. Look, there's part of the truck right here. You know, we got the fenders.
They just max up.
We're right here, guys.
So like it's just locked up like hydraulics, bro. Yeah.
Chilling. Algo leve, ahí nomás. Ahí nomás para que vayan y digan, bola de lacra. Ya saben, aquí andamos, huh, Pri?
Yeah, we mandas.
And shit.
There's little add-ons you can do too, like little shit, detalles, like this shit you can change. They have one on eBay. For this, it's like $50, but it's steel braided and stainless. $50 and it fucking looks steel braided fucking metal. But I can actually get it for you.
A ver, diles a los del YouTube. Where is it where they usually leak? If the like, you know, when they say that bags leak and they talk all this shit about bags.
Fittings. The most important thing when it comes to airbags, you're gonna run air ride on anything. Drain your tank. Put your truck on jack stands. Don't do it without jack stands, because that's just gonna come down on you. So put your truck on jack stands, lay it out on there, relieve the tank. Make sure you have a drain at the bottom of the tank, because if you don't have a drain at the bottom, you're not gonna be able to get that fucking water out.
Yeah.
You can't. There's a drain on the bottom of the tank. Open the drain. Drain it I usually do it every 3 to 4 weeks. Fucking easy, maybe 5 minutes. You're on air ride, so just fucking air it up, drop it on the jack stands, drain it. Other than that, if you got leaks, As long as you know, you'll never have a blown fucking bag. As long as you know you have nothing around your bag. You can fit your hand and maybe wiggle around. You're not gonna pop a bag, unless you have the bag brackets fucking crooked and really damage it. But I've had guys bagged for 6 years on the same airbags, $80 airbags. I have guys that fucking blow airbags every 3 weeks.
Depends también how you ride it, huh? How you treat it.
Well, I mean, you can
The
ride
work?
this shit locked up or aired out. You ain't gonna hurt it. Put 10 psi of air and almost no air, you'll be fine. But the biggest thing is something sharp being close to a bag. If you didn't give a shit, dejas algo aquí del diferencial, like old brackets hanging off, and it starts rubbing on there, every day rubbing up and down, whether it's just a little bit, it's gonna create a fucking hole. But other than that, airbags, take care of your airbags, make sure there's nothing around it. If you have wiggle room to get your hand around with air in it, you should be golden. Other than that, check your fittings. Other than fittings, you should be good. And then on air fittings, make sure you buy always DOT approved. If not, you're gonna have problems. DOT is basically California standard. All the troques that have air brakes, it's all DOT approved. Other than that, run good compressors. Viair is the only brand we run. You actually have, I believe, it's the 485s, the newer ones. Air manifold, we used to run solenoids back in the day. It was most common was a big ass solenoid, and there's 8 of them. They're like 70, 80 bucks. You need 8 of them to do up and down all 4 corners. That shit costs you this. They think it's more expensive to do these, but once you get all the fittings involved with putting all those old school valves together, you end up spending more on that than getting one of these. That little shit right there controls all of it, compared to fucking 2 bunches of fucking valves. That's it. It looks cleaner. Check your fittings. You should be good. Just honestly, patience. That's all it really is. You want to go air ride. Coilovers, a little more forgiving. You don't really got to worry about shit other than your bushings and the coilovers themselves. The air ride, you got compressors, tanks, valves, airlines, air fittings, and you got to make sure nothing rubs. All through that travel. These fuckers travel 12 inches of travel. There's a lot to it. You can do it at your house as long as you're careful. I've had guys do airbag builds in their garage. Fucking, they drive them every day, but they took the time to do it right. They didn't fucking leave nothing they didn't need. Most commonly, you see brackets on the axle that they didn't need. Why should you just cut them off? You're already there. Does it look cleaner?
And then
Detallitos.
if you ever want to go scuba diving, you have the thing right there. Look.
You got your tanque
You got your tank whenever you
And-
want to go scuba diving.
and powder coated.
Power recorded. Record it. Show the people.
llegues acá, güey.
Yeah.
Nada,
Presumiendo, cabrón.
No voy a morir tiburón con estilo.
Huh.
Cut out the axle housing, cleaned out all the insides, all the basically the oil that accumulates. It's a lot of shit, especially on these older trucks. This one actually has a newer rear end in it. It's actually have an 05 crew cab.
05?
Yeah, I believe it's an 05. Once we looked inside of it, it's between 04 to 06.
Yeah, because when I bought it, I saw que me agarraron a differential from 99. I didn't know. I told 99 to 01, pero en verdad no sabía lo que
It looks more newer because usually in 9901 they were mostly disc,
Yeah,
and the drums started coming in the crew cabs standard.
yeah.
Other than that, we went with the AccuWare VU4 manifold for 4-corner, ABS, 5-gallon tank, Viair 485cc compressors, dual packs. We still got to do the 7-switch rocker and the harness and airlines, but we're going to do that once we get the front pretty much all cut up. Came out pretty good so far. I like the progress. It's a big change, but still a lot of details. We're going to go back in the back. But it should look all nice once it's all plumbed up. Should look good with the bed on as it is with the bed off.
Yeah.
And on the front, we got a lot of work. So you had what? Stone Fab, no? Stone Fab coilover kit? So now we're gonna convert it. It's basically the same lower, only it's got a bag mount over the coilover mount. But these arms, the good thing about them is that they have the narrow track width. Someone already did the raised upper control arm mount, so it'll get rid of all that camber when you're driving low. So it'll look good on the freeway, doing like 80, 90 an inch off the ground. Still a lot of work.
Don't recommend that, but
Oh, do it.
Yeah.
Fucking do it. Do it.
hit that one pothole, bro.
Hey, you were telling me about the intake,
There's a couple ways you can
because
do
I had a smaller one, pero when I did a test, me dio un small one, way. But I mean it didn't have for the sensor, so I got this one from eBay,
Oh shit, okay. Now I get it.
and that's why I put this one.
That's how you put that one.
Yeah.
So what we'll probably do is, since you're gonna be laying on 4s, we gotta cut this out, ditch some of the foam that's back there, pull out the interior, relocate this plug off inbound more, that way you don't rub your tire. We're gonna cut right about here, all the way out through here, just to give you the tire clearance you need. That way you don't have rubbing issues when you're laying on the ground.
Yeah.
These, before you had the coilover, now you're gonna go with the bag, but you need clearance. So we're gonna have to cut out a lot of this, pretty much this section, along with this one, up through here to get clearance for your steering, because as your suspension travels, you're gonna bottom out. So we're gonna cut that out, notch out of here. Well, we gotta weld in there to give it some strength back, because wherever you're taking stuff out, you gotta put something back in. But it should look good. We're gonna send the other arms. These uppers are gonna go get disassembled, get sent out to powder coat. The new lowers are gonna go get sent out to powder coat. We're gonna sand down this whole section of the frame, paint it all nice, firewall, get that done, redo the battery mount, the coolant reservoir. Then we gotta address the fun on this side. The suspension wise, it'll be the same as the other side.
Yeah.
But on this side, all your harnesses, if you were to lay out, you're gonna hit this harness and ruin all these cables. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move it. I'm gonna basically cut out a square, scoot it over under your brake booster so it's out of harm's way, replumb the wiring, make mounts for the fuse box, ECM, emissions box, and ABS module. That way they run more in line on this side.
Yeah.
Less chance for a bad day. But it should be pretty sick once we get it all done up. Other than that, fender tubs are gonna get all cut out, so we're gonna redo all of it. It should look pretty cool. Let's kind of rework all this.
Seen Fofi's truck?
No, they haven't seen it. Fofi hasn't even showed his truck, dude. He's never taken it out. So we're gonna cut all of this out. Literally ditch everything that looks original. Ditch all the ugly ass holes. Sheet metal it with 16 gauge. New tubs that are wider. That way when you lay out, it still covers the entire wheel. Because right now, if you were to lay out on these, you're gonna see your tire on this side. It's gonna look kind of funny.
Yeah.
Get rid of all these mounts, and now nothing will be on the tub itself. So they'll be just nice clean tubs. It's gonna make a huge difference.
These tubs que hizo él, he just welded them on there, huh?
They're welded. They're onto the original skin.
Yeah. Cause you put another one que tiene como una sheet.
Yeah, so we're gonna cut literally everything out of here. All the original shit's gonna go. Other than obviously the skin on the outside, but
Yeah.
then we gotta go in and cut all this that should have been cut, honestly, just to give you more room. And then on the inside, any sharp edges gotta get cut out. But it should make a huge difference. Especially when you pop your hood. Then if you're gonna go with the hood strut kit, it'll just clean everything. That way everything looks good all together.
But the what? Hood what?
Hood strut kit, the hood springs, little shocks.
Oh, the
That way you get rid
the
of
wham
the hood
rods?
springs. Wham rods. That's who I usually
I already
use.
got. They're gonna get it tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Perfect.
This is another OBS we did already. Like everything is all cleaned up.
Yeah,
You guys, I seen that one. I was here, huh?
That's
What?
how no. You seen the white one? Is
That
it showing you the white one?
This one was in Goshen at the old shop.
That's a different one.
Yeah.
He's actually from
Oh,
Vice.
yeah?
That one's sick. That one so check it out. We were doing raffles during COVID. We ended up raffling the link kits. Well, he ended up buying tickets, won the link kit. After we were already building his truck, so he saved some feria. Aside from that, after we were just finished with the truck weight, he got in another raffle and he won a fucking LS3. Oh, yeah.
Must be nice.
Turnkey, like fucking everything.
Hello.
So we got a lot of work to do. And if we're gonna do that, so right now, if you were to lay this thing out, right now your wheels would be like, the back of your tire would be right there and right there. So if you were to go up a driveway, and you know how your axle kind of moves when you go up a driveway, you're gonna skirt the shit out of your rim on this thing.
Are you gonna have to redo that too? The dog?
We would have to probably, if you want it to look good altogether, I would say.
Yeah.
That's if we get the okay on it. So far, for sure we're doing all this front tubs and once we lay it out, I want to see what it's gonna take to get this thing redone because they didn't really cut it square, so we're gonna have to go in. Hopefully the bed's still square. That way we can go in and address it. That way it just looks nice. Nothing has to be retouched because all this stuff, if we were to just let it go, this stuff's gonna hurt your rim, this stuff's gonna hit your rim, this edge is gonna hit your rim. When we try to test fit your wheels, it already did hit your axle right here. So it's just addressing a lot of little shit, but it'll be good. If we get the okay on this one, we'll knock it out too. Then we can throw in like dimpled eyes and stuff. It'd be pretty fucking sick.
Yeah.
A couple hours ago, this was all complete. It was still all together. So hopefully by the end of the day, we'll have all the old suspension out. Drop off the parts off to powder. Damn, you're still on stock spindles.
Oh yeah, you're gonna need spindles too.
I thought you had draw spindles on this thing. It's pretty low for being on stock spindles just with arms and coilovers. If you had drop spindles, you would have been 2 inches lower.
I think it's
Oh, yeah?
because the top arm, how it's higher, it corrected it.
Maybe. Yeah, we got a lot of work to do. It'll be fun though.